Thanks everyone for joining us. My name is Cole Evans. I'm the CEO of Crystal Lake Mining. I actually just stepped in as of Thursday. We're an exploration company up in BC's Golden Triangle. We're right in the heart, so it would be just if we click over. Forward-looking statements, please read it. They are important. We'll just click over into the map here because I know we just are short for time. We're one of the largest landholders in the Golden Triangle, about 728 square kilometers, just south of the Galore Creek, Shaft Creek area, and then north of Bruce Jack, KSM, Eskay Creek area. There's a look at our package in the middle. There to give you an idea again where we're at. Within that package, there's three main target areas. We have a high-grade gold system in the Newmont Lake corridor. We look at the Burgundy Ridge system. It's an alkalic gold copper play, and or system, I should say. And then Chachi. This is the new discovery we made this year. We are extremely active this year up in the area. Did one of the largest junior exploration programs that we're still getting results for. Of those three, one would be our camp that we put in here, but we did about 7,000 meters of drilling, over 3,000 soil samples, 4,500 hyperspectral samples. It was a tremendous amount of work. The majority of the results that we're still expecting are yet to come out of the market still this year because of the size of the program we did. But a little background on myself and actually how I got involved, because like I said, I just stepped in as the CEO on Thursday. I'm actually the largest shareholder of the company, and was running all the exploration. So between my private company I have, it's a company called HEG, and we're strictly geological and technical services. To be frank, 18 months ago, I had no idea who Crystal Lake was. I'd never heard of them, and until they stepped into the Golden Triangle. This is the area we like to play. And stepped foot on the ground for the first time October 2018, was quite happy with what I saw. And over the last 9 months, I've invested in cash $2.1 million in financing the company, and now the largest shareholder of the company, about $19.2 million. So we're big believers in it, and I think it's for a really good reason. Of those three main target areas, the Northwest Zone, like I said, we got our first drill results out there this year. We drilled 44 meters of 4 grams gold, 4 grams silver, and 0.29% copper. That had a high grade within it of about half an ounce over 8 meters. That's in an area where there was some historic drilling in the 1980s. We stepped out to the northeast, and as more of our drill results come out, you can see that we worked along that zone and are really working on expanding it of good significance. If we look at where the Northwest Zone is located, and we talk about our Skeena, our Eskay Creek, Snip, all these other gold plays, it's really important to have all of these different deposits working together in this up-and-coming gold camp again, right? The revitalization of the Golden Triangle. But some of my favorite things are actually the elephants on the property is what I like to get at. So of this area, we've got about a 2.3 kilometer trend of these alkalic gold copper systems. This is one of the areas we drilled. This was a brand new target. Of the 4 target areas we drilled this year, by the way, 3 of them were brand new, had never been touched. This was one of them, 72 zone. We like to consider ourselves self-proclaimed experts, so to speak, in a technology called hyperspectroscopy. And that's what we use targeting here. As you can see on our third hole, we just nicked the side of the system. We got 56 meters of 0.45 copper, 0.33 gold, 3.44 silver, starting at a relatively shallow depth for the type of systems we're going for. This is a wide open target, like I said, has never been touched before, and it was a blind target we found with hyperspec. So yeah, expect good things to come out of there in 2020. This is the only area that we have all the results back first that we've shown. Our next one would be just southwest of here, an area called Burgundy Ridge. We got our first initial drill results out. The first hole, diamond drill hole ever up there, was 147 meters. Of that, 91 meters ran 0.38 copper, 0.3 gold, and a few grams silver. And that started at 37 meters depth. We actually just on Friday put out our first ever continuous channel sample in the area. It was a 37 meter channel that was perpendicular to a new showing called Green Rock Zone. This is some of the core. Some of this is released, so this would be the ones I was just citing from 72. This is some of the stuff yet to come that we're pending assay. but that channel came with 37 meters. It ran about 1.31% copper. This is on surface, about 1.5 grams gold, 23 or so grams silver, and then a few percent zinc. So it's quite high grade. And the important thing about it is we have multiple mineralization events is the critical thing in these systems. We have the breccias, and we have the porphyry system at this target. So this is one we're really excited about, and stay tuned. There's a lot more to come on here. And then our third one was a discovery we weren't planning on making later in the season. This is talking a lot about the gold. I could talk to you about a week about geological stuff going on here. We'd never get enough time. So I please do invite you in the short presentation. Come on, check out our website, come and meet us at the booth, and we can touch more on this. I'm just briefly skipping through. But you can see the gold grades on surface are quite spectacular, and we were drilling right in here we had the exact same geophysical anomalies. Like I said, I'm just going to briefly skip through this. That's touching a little bit on the historic resource from the 1980s there. Too much to cover. Good looking stuff. So here's our camp in here, and this is an area that we're quite excited about as well, because it was a new discovery this year. We had no idea there was nickel or cobalt on the project. We got surface samples. You can see that one in there. Assays, so this would be the highest grade one in there, was 7.7% nickel, 0.85 cobalt, 0.17 copper, and a little bit of silver, about 11 grams silver kicking around in there too. So we found 4 new nickel cobalt showings along this what we call the Chachi corridor. It's about an 8x2, 8x3 kilometer multi-event hydrothermal system. As you can see, we got different timing events, different textures in all our the whole system. But the point being, it's massive. We also did a tremendous amount of IP work there as well this year, and the results kind of speak for themselves. Well endowed in a number of metals, what we're seeing on surface, and then we're moving right along that important McClymont fault, and everything we see, that's about that anomaly in there is about 2 kilometers long, an IP charge survey. So we're really excited about that one to come up for 2020. Keep skipping through. This is more of it, and this is a little more on what we're doing this year. Like I said, the majority of the drilling assays are still to come, so please stand by and keep an eye out for it. But from what we've had thus far, it's been an incredible year. And a little on the shares. We'll see when this one's dated here. It's about 150 million shares out right now. We're actually well recovered from there. Like I said, I stepped in as CEO on Thursday. Sort of marked a bit of a shift. I think we're trading closed at 17 cents on Friday, trading between 17 and 19 cents, and really moving our volume. So yeah, please check us out. Like I said, short presentation. Stop by our booth. Love to chat to you guys about what we're doing, and lots of the stuff still to come. So thank you.